Hey, everybody. This is your main man, Frank+kern here. Hope you're well. I'm shooting this for you at, my watch is still on East Coast time. I think it is 5:30 something. Here on Monday, December the whatevereth, Pacific time. What is it today, guys? 17th, I think? December 17th. Anyway, hope y'all are well. The title of this video, I've already forgotten it because I can't see it on the screen on my phone here. I think it's called The One Little Thing That Makes All the Difference, or something like that anyway. And there is one little thing that makes all the difference. And that one little thing is setting targets, quite different from goals, actually. So let's talk about it. A target is a revenue target, I guess within the context of our conversation. It is a revenue target that you aim for within a certain amount of time. And most people have none. The answer is typically just going to be more. So if you're like, how much money do you want to make? They'll just say like, I want to make more. So when you set a hard target, it gives you something to work backwards from. And my recommendation is to have daily, weekly, and monthly targets as well as annual targets. Here's what's interesting about that. If you set your annual target first, then you can reverse engineer it and get it down to a daily target, where if you set your daily target first, it'll likely end up giving you a lower annual revenue because your mind won't be able to wrap around like what you can truly do in a day if you plan it out over the course of the year. The reason this whole thing kind of came into my mind was I was in Miami over the weekend, and I got to hang out with Grant Cardone and Jared Glant and Jared's wife Sandy, and it was really fun. And Natalia and I went down there too, and or she went with me rather. Natalia went with me, and we took our daughters as well. And it was really interesting to watch the Cardone organization in action. I went to their office, filmed a show with them. Hung out, did some stuff, just general tomfoolery and shenanigans and some work. And these guys are really, really target heavy, and it was very fascinating to me. I remember asking Jared at the end of the day, we're meeting for dinner, and we were waiting around, for dinner to be served and everything. I was like, how'd y'all do today? He said, well, when I left the office, we were at X, which was like a huge number. And typically almost every day we're at Y, which is a six-figure number, and that is their minimum target for the day. And it was really interesting that everyone worked towards that daily target. So the number one thing that can really change everything is to always set these targets. Again, the formula is to first set an annual target, let's say in the case of revenue. So let's say your annual revenue target is going to be, $1 million or something. From there, you can reverse engineer it. What do I need to make per month? It's around 83 grand. And then from there, what do you need to make per day, which is around 2,300. And then from there, you can determine how many sales of whatever your product is that you need to do per day. And that becomes your target. Now, here's what's interesting, by the way. Another thing that compounds this and makes it work really, really good is consistency. All right, I was listening to something in the gym today, something I need to do a little bit more consistently myself, but I was listening to this podcast today. It was John Maxwell and Grant, actually, interestingly enough. John Maxwell and Grant doing an interview. I was like listening to YouTube. You ever do that in the gym? You get tired of all the podcasts. You try to find obscure stuff on YouTube, So I was listening to that interview, and John Maxwell said something really interesting. He said that consistency compounds. And I thought that was very, very fascinating. And, the meaning clearly is if you keep doing something, not only do your results get better, but they start to stack as you build this momentum. And you see it a lot in fitness. You work out once a day, or once a week for a month. That's one thing. You work out every day for a month. That's significantly different. By month 3, it's like everything has changed, and that also rings true to our activities in business. So the way you think about this is set the target and then find out what the single most, or maybe not even the single most, right? But what the most important activities that you need to do consistently are to meet those targets. So I was thinking about it this morning. I actually meant to do this for you this morning, and the day kind of got away from me, etc. You know how it goes. And I wrote a list of things to do for the week, targets set for the week, and one of them, I've got my list right here, so I'm looking at. One of them is to go live every day. And what I found is that doing this consistently, and I really haven't consistently done it every day. I'm pretty close, but I missed a couple days, whatever. So this week, damn it, every day. I mean, here it is. It's like 5 something. Natalia's trying to feed the kids. I'm supposed to be helping. I'm like, man, I got to go live. Set the target to do it consistently. Got to do it every single day. So why? Why would I do that personally, consistently every day? Well, the money. Right? So the more you do something such as put yourself in front of the marketplace, and the more consistently you do that, if you attach offers and goodwill to that activity, it just builds up this momentum that becomes kind of like a boulder rolling down the hill, or a snowball effect. And I've got some pretty cool like empirical evidence to back that up. On December 1st, I started promoting my book, frank+kernbook.com, via organic posts like this, like going live on Facebook, then uploading it to YouTube, doing Instagram lives and Instagram posts. And the more I do it during a day, the more money it will make. It generates, these posts just like this, generate a minimum of $1,700 a day in revenue from frank+kernbook.com. The way I know that is the only way people find out about frank+kernbook.com is by seeing this stuff. Like, I don't advertise it or whatever. So you'd have to like see a video, whether you're watching this recorded live or whatever, or see it on a podcast. So the more and more that I do these, the more and more people hear about the book at frank+kernbook.com, and eventually they're like, damn, the guy's talked about the book 7 million times. I'll go and check it out. So that's a really good, numerically supported example of consistency being compounded. So in summary, and then I'll go help feed these little monkeys here. In summary, number one, set targets by doing annual, reverse engineer down to monthly, reverse engineer down to daily. Step 2 is to now figure out, okay, what are the most important actions I need to do consistently on a daily basis to hit that target? If you end up with like 7 million actions you need to do, something's broken. By the way, it should only be a few. I'm going to tell you what the 2 big ones are, by the way, in almost any business. Number 1 is generate goodwill. Number 2 is make offers. If you do that every day consistently, you'll probably exceed your target, which is awesome. All right, homies, I'm going to go help feed these little children. Day 1 of a live streak successfully completed. All right, take it easy, y'all. Now I'm going to go do this on Instagram. One day they'll let us simulcast to Facebook and Instagram. All right, see ya.